How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Manatee Gaming, a new video here, and this video is from my double XP experience. Kind of a double meaning there, but in this video we're showing you guys what my total loot and XP was from doing 42 hours of Vyres. The 42 hours of Vyres, I ended up doing 17.7k kills. It was like just above 17.7k, but right about there. And so during this time, if you were watching the streams, we actually streamed this entire thing. So if you saw the streams, it was literally 42 hours of Vyres. I didn't stream every single hour of that, but it was a really long process. There was definitely lots of times where I paid zero attention. Then there were times where I paid more attention. So overall, it was kind of a mix between like, you know, being super efficient about it and opening up the doors and stuff like that and luring more Vyres to me. And then also times where I was just like kind of not paying that much attention. There's also a few different times too where I would get crashed by people, although that didn't happen very often. So overall, the 42 hours and 17.7k kills is very accurate to what you can expect to get from 42 hours, because I really don't think people are going to pay that much attention for the entire time. If you do, you're a champion, and maybe you can expect to get a slightly bit better loot than this. But some important notes for this. My overall gear for this was I wore just like tier 80 gear. I did use my Scavenging 4 perk, and you guys will be able to see what our total loot was from the Scavenging 4 as far as the uncommons and the rares. Besides that, I wore just like some basic DPS perks and was doing magic the entire time, as you can see here. My amulet was a Souls amulet, like an ornamental Souls amulet. I switched between that and my Zealots and like Leech Curses sometimes. This also, really quickly, as you can probably guess, this is not a guide on how to do Vyres efficiently. If you guys would like to see an up-to-date Vyres guide, then just let me know in the comments down below. There's quite a few Vyre guides on YouTube, but I really wouldn't mind making an actual full guide for it, just because of the fact that it is a very common thing for people to do, and some of the Vyre guides are actually getting outdated. I haven't actually seen a Vyre guide that shows the new ancient gizmos and stuff like that, so if you're interested, let me know. But in this one, I did use some of the new perks, like Equilibrium 4, stuff like that, Scavenging 4. But overall, these numbers are things you can expect to get from just using like a fairly casual setup for Vyres. I did use Elder overloads the entire time, so that's something else that'll help my overall gains. I did not use Columbarium rings. If you use Columbarium rings, you'll get a little bit better loot per hour than what I was getting. I just really did not want to mess with doing those due to the fact that this was during double XP for a very long time. I also used a Yak. I did not use any kind of combat boosting familiar. So there are some other things you can add on to make this a little bit better. But overall, though, I did use all the basic DPS boosting stuff and use Detonate as much as I could, as you can see in the video here. Detonate is when you're using magic. Detonate is like basically the biggest thing that makes the largest difference. Also, all my stats are maxed out, so you can kind of guess there. Like if you're a little bit lower level and you're going to try to do this, then you might get a little bit less per hour than I did. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the actual loot. I've got my loot and everything opened up here. So this right here is the total loot from the Vyres. So I've also got my loot tab right here. This is the entire drop tab right here. So the things that are not included in this is going to be the split bark stuff. Pretty much anything that was high alked or disassembled is not going to be in here. So like the salvages, the dragon spears, or like whatever you get from them, and stuff like that. Huge plated salvage, like all that kind of stuff is not going to be included in here. And I also, there's something else. Oh, the seeds too from Seed Aside. So I destroyed pretty much every seed from Seed Aside except for the Quarms. So the Quorum seeds, I have 229 of those. They're not actually included in this, but those are actually worth quite a bit of money. I just don't have that. I don't have enough inventory space actually to be able to throw any more things in here. So this right here is everything I was able to throw in the inventory. These coins are what I got from actual drops on the ground. This does not include the high alked coins, so there's actually way more coins gained from like high alked. Because if you look down the list here, like there is 1,397 split bark helms. I mean, like it was a ridiculous amount of high alked items. So all those things were high alked. So there's actually quite a bit of gold that's not going to be in here, but I will be able to show you the total gained in just a second. So if we look at this right here, just the stuff that I've dumped in my bank from this is equal to 145.35 mil. So that's pretty amazing. It's actually really cool to be able to see that. That includes a lot of different things. There is actually over 4,000 grimy ranars in here, which is ridiculous. Over 4,000 snapdragons. Like some of these items, you just get a ridiculous amount of them. Over 8,000 of the red spider's eggs. Like holy cow. And then 40,000 death runes, like almost half a stack of 100k in there, which is just, it's crazy to look at that. It's a very cool loot tab. As far as the charms, there really wasn't that many charms dropped from this, like, you know, given the amount of time I was actually doing them. I did not use a charming potion because they don't really drop that many charms. So from 17.7k, this is all the charms I got, so it's really not that great for charm drop. And we look down here, this right here shows the total gained. So that's 274.4 mil. So as you can see, there's like 130 million that's not included in this. But keep in mind though, these drops also include all the seeds. So all the seeds that would be destroyed, if anything was disassembled, stuff like that. So, and then all of the high alchemy and everything is all included in this list right here. So this is the total drop. So if you were to pick up literally everything from Vyres, then you would, you know, be somewhere closer to 274 mil. Like making 274.4 mil in drops in 42 hours, and you can be pretty AFK doing it, is really not that bad. The total XP gained from that was about, so the only thing that I've gained actually after double XP is about 700k agility and then 852k in archaeology. So besides that, this right here is all from Vyres. So it's 130.5 mil gained from Vyres. That was over 18 million fire making, over 26 million in prayer, over 12 million in invention. And the only thing that I siphoned for invention, by the way, was my sun spear. I did not siphon my top because I have a Virtus rogue top that's level 20, so I don't really want to siphon that. I did do a ridiculous amount of Hawks experience while I was doing them. I got 23.1 million in defense, along with 18.6 million in magic, so it was really good combat XP. 8.4 million worth of farming, and then 13.6 million in my constitution. So overall, a pretty impressive amount of XP gained. I also did get 3 effigies during this, so I did get some experience from effigies as well. That is what we got from doing 42 hours of Vyres. I'd highly recommend doing it. I'm going to be doing some more Vyres, but the next time I do Vyres is going to be using melee. So maybe I'll be able to make another video of loot from Vyres by doing melee and see if we get anything better. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking this video out. If you guys would like to do Vyres during double XP, it's a very good choice to do. You just want to make sure you have all the unlocks and everything like that. If you have questions about those, then feel free to ask us in our Discord down below. You can check out our Patreon page too if you'd like to support the channel and also be able to earn a few billion gold for yourself. Feel free to check that out. Let me know any questions you have, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.